What's going on, everybody? It's Nick Payne with Facemask Fantasy, and we have begun highlighting some of the incoming rookies for Dynasty purposes right here on this channel. We'll, of course, update our coverage on these players as the offseason develops, and especially so after they've been drafted and we know the situation they are stepping into. Up today, Ohio State Buckeyes wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who many Dynasty pundits and experts have as a top 3 receiver prospect for 2022. Wilson enters the NFL draft following his junior season at Ohio State, in which he totaled 70 catches on 103 targets for 1,058 yards, 12 touchdowns, and an average of 15 yards per catch. He broke out for the Buckeyes as a sophomore when he had 43 catches for 723 yards in just 8 games played. His college dominator score of 31 is definitely strong enough to feel good about Wilson at the next level, and by all accounts, he has a diverse skill set that should translate in the NFL. Wilson stands at 6 feet tall and weighs about 190 pounds. He's a good route runner who is great in the yards after the catch department. This figures to make him a dangerous option on short and intermediate throws, which should put him in the driver's seat to earn the coveted slot receiver role for the team that drafts him. If you have a receiver drafted in the first round getting the chance to play in the slot early on, it's fair to expect good numbers for PPR scoring. Wilson averaged more than 5 catches a game for an Ohio State team loaded with talent at the receiver position. And while we always have to remember to study the player and not necessarily the program they're coming from, the Buckeyes have a rich recent history of wide receivers successfully making the jump to the NFL. Wilson's ability as a route runner and explosiveness should add him to those ranks. NFL draft experts are mocking Wilson to be off the board by the middle of the first round. Obviously, we want to feel good about the landing spot, and if the quarterback situation he ultimately gets paired with appears off-putting on paper, it'll be a little disappointing. But talent eventually rises to the top, and I think Wilson is this year's rookie wide receiver 1 for Dynasty. Whether you could use a receiver or not, I have absolutely no issue trying to trade up in your rookie draft if you're not currently in a position to get him. If players like Jalen Waddle or Deontay Johnson are your kind of wide receiver, you should be in on Wilson in both Dynasty and eventually redraft. Maybe as soon as this year, depending on his ADP. Again, we'll continue to update our evaluations and analysis as the offseason continues, especially following the NFL Combine. But what do you guys think? Any thoughts about Garrett Wilson? Put them in the comment section below and we can have a conversation about this. We also host live streams on our channel all offseason long, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, Saturdays also at 6 p.m. Eastern, except during the NFL playoffs, it'll be earlier to account for any games being played. Come hang out, come get any questions answered you may have, whether it's Dynasty or any other general topics. Until then, this is Nick Payne with Facemask Fantasy. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening.